Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Evan and this is Sense or Sense. And today I want to bring you my monthly update on the whole Fidelity 10 business day hold on check deposits issues that have been going on since at least last September of 2024. So I initially reported about this in September of last year, and Fidelity had some fraud. And because of that fraud, they had put anywhere between 10 and 16 business day holds on check deposits, primarily into cash management accounts, but it expanded into most of their accounts. Now, some people have not had this issue with their accounts, and others have had a lot of issues with their accounts. And so what I've done is I've continuously reached out to Fidelity about once every 3 to 4 weeks to try to get updates on their policies. And this is their most recent update. We're going to talk about the update. We're going to talk about some things that you can do towards the middle of this video. And at the end, I'm going to tell you what I think about this whole situation going forward and whether or not you should continue to do business with Fidelity. So what they have said is, as of July 2025, that their current terms and policies with regards to check deposits are a hold of up to 10 business days on those deposits. It does not matter if you have funds in your account equivalent to the check amount, like you do it, say, in a bank, where you could deposit something in a bank, and then as long as you had the funds in your account, they would maybe release some of those funds or all of the funds in a short period of time, 1 to 2 business days, something like that. Fidelity made it very clear, we are not a credit union, we're not a bank, we're a brokerage, and because we are sweeping money in and out of external banks, that we cannot function like that. So the old 2 to 3 business day hold on checks is just not going to be the case any longer. There was some hope earlier this summer that maybe they might go back to a lesser hold of 2 to 5 business days, somewhere in that range. But I was told by a rep today, and I was told by a rep last time, actually about 3 weeks ago, that these terms and policies are pretty much going to stay in place, and that it is now up to 10 business days. It was, distinctly 16 and 10 business day holds on almost every single check. But now they're saying it's up to 10 business days. I'm not sure what the delineation or what the difference is with regards to whether or not they decide to hold your funds or not. It's possible that, if you have accounts open for a very long period of time with large amounts of money, you're not going to be affected at all. And it's also possible that if you have new accounts or accounts with smaller amounts of money, that you're going to get the full 10 business day hold. There's no way that I can get the information from them on what specifics triggers that full 10 business day hold, because I think it's related to their fraud team and their retention team. They don't want to get rid of a bunch of customers by spooking them in a lot of cases. But it was very clear. I asked this specific question. So this is a complete policy change in 2024 going into 2025 that you've changed to Fidelity, because it used to be that as long as you had funds, very much like a bank or a credit union, that it would take 2 to 3 business days, those funds would be cleared and they would be able to be withdrawn or transferred or any other type of transaction that you wanted to. And he said that's true, that the policy has changed. They don't anticipate it changing back to the old policy anytime soon or ever potentially, but no additional information can be provided at this time. Now, here is one of the reasons why I don't think, for my sake, I've said this in some previous videos, I'm not going to move a majority of my money. I'm going to move some of my money out of Fidelity, but I'm not going to move a majority of my money out of Fidelity. And it's because I really like their options platform and their ability to utilize funds for cash secured puts. That's beyond the scope of this video, but that's one of the main reasons. The other main reason is I have basically a retirement account attached to Fidelity. That's very difficult for me to move at this point, just because of some other things that are beyond the scope of this video as well. But I'm not going to be putting any new funds into Fidelity, I don't think, unless they're for options trading only, not any longer term funds, nor any funds that are earmarked for like ETFs transactions or stock transactions that are meant for trading or short term. So what I would tell you is, unless you've got a specific need to be using Fidelity, They continuously say that you can put the money into an external account and then make the transfer from that external account into Fidelity, and that processing time is generally a couple of days. And yes, I've been able to verify this, and I've stated in multiple other videos that this is the case, but that doesn't, give you the ability to, say, use their app or use their own branches and things like that to make large deposits. And every once in a while I'll get a large check, say over $10,000, that I need to deposit, and it would be much easier not to have it be held at my local credit union or local Chase account and then have to wait another few days and submit that to Fidelity online, making the whole process, take up to 4, 5, 6 business days in a lot of cases, or even longer if they hold the check at, Chase or my credit union because of the size of the check versus my account size. So guys, please understand that when your money goes into your account, it is held for withdrawal only and transfers only. So you will not be able to withdraw or transfer the funds. That can trip you up if you're trying to, establish another new account with the funds that are going into the deposit account on hold for 10 days. Now, this rep and many other previous reps have made it clear that you can still transact in that account that you make that deposit right away. So as soon as the funds come into the account, they sit overnight, they get put in the account in the next business day, you should be able to buy ETFs, buy stocks, sell stocks, all those different things. You can transact as if it was a normal brokerage account with anything that's done internally in that account. You just need to remind yourself that you cannot withdraw those funds for those 10 business days in most cases. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, if you just want the money to sit in the account and collect some interest via a money market account, that can be done for you as well. I've actually done that where the money, I've actually had some money on hold with Fidelity, just a small test case, and the money was essentially sitting in a cash reserve money market account earning interest while it was waiting for that 10 business day hold to expire. So your internals of the account are pretty much the exact same whether or not it's on hold or not. Just recall and remember that you will not be able to move that money to another account. You will not be able to withdraw that money for any purpose, and you will not be able to make bill pay services with that money. So again, I think what you need to make a decision on is if Fidelity provides some sort of service to you, or you've got accounts with them that have a specific reason to keep them there, then do so. If not, I would definitely be looking at alternatives like Schwab, E-Trade, Webull, things like that, depending on what you wanted to do and whether or not you needed to have access to certain features of the Fidelity accounts. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. I appreciate all of you. Until next time, thanks.